Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday Live with Coach Deborah. I'm excited to have you here today as usual. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you like, comment, and share so that others can get this information that we are sharing here on Build Your Best Life. We want to reach as many people as we can because we know that the plight of our young men is just devastating. So we want to do everything that we can to reach our young men to assist them. So please like and share. It is June already. And of course, we have a new theme this month. Our theme for June is Reach Out Dads. Reach Out Dads. And what a great month to help motivate our dads to get involved. So we want them to get this information. So if you know some dads that are maybe new or trying to step up and do better, or just not sure, uncomfortable, whatever the reason, please make sure that you share this broadcast with them so that they can catch it. And it's no excuse if they're not on Facebook, because they can always watch it on YouTube. They don't have to have an account. They can watch it. Just search for Build Your Best Life. But we are delighted to have you here today. And the topic that I'm going to talk about today is Please Help Me. I want to be a good dad. You know, sometimes, as I stated earlier, someone may say, I'm not sure what it is that I need to do. I'm new at this. I've never had a teenager before. I've never raised a son before, and get timid. Well, if you get timid or you think you don't have everything that you need to raise your son and to be successful and be equipped in this world, it's okay to ask for help. Because not everybody knew everything. And sometimes you don't even know what you don't know until you find out different. So again, it is okay when you don't know something, but you can always ask for help. Because there is a lot to learn, and the world is changing. Kids know more, they are exposed to more. So it's different than probably when you were growing up. So anytime that you can get help from someone else, it will benefit you as well as your child. So make sure that you do learn the essential skills that your child needs. And don't worry about it. You can do this. But just never be afraid to say, I don't know something. Because it's better to say, I don't know, and get the information that you need rather than pretending that you do and causing more harm. You ever been on a job or working on a project and someone was willing to help you and they said, you need some help with that? Oh, no, I got it. Didn't understand, but didn't want to let anyone know that you didn't understand. So what did you do? You just went and just made a big mess of everything when you could have gotten some help and it would have been okay. So let's not do that. So again, it is Please help me. I want to be a good dad. And there are just some things that will assist you and help you in that role. And you say, well, who are you to tell me? Well, I've done the research, I've read, I've asked questions, I've raised 3 sons, 2 of them on my own. So I'm equipped. So, get ready to, get notes, take notes, and listen as we go through some of these things that will assist you in being the type of dad that you want to be there for your child, step up, teach them the things that they need to be able to answer questions for them and assist them. And that's what I'm here for, to help overcome obstacles and for young men to be able to build their best lives. Dads, you are a huge part of that. So I'm here to assist you as well. So one of the things you have to do, if you're not sure what to do, or you are sure, but you want to learn more because times have changed, you may have decided to have your children later in life rather than earlier in life, and it's just totally different. Surround yourself with other male role models. Sometimes, if you just take the time to sit around and listen, you can pick up things, even if you don't want to ask. You go to that barber shop, or you're hanging around somebody working on cars or whatever, or you see some, you're in church, the guys standing around, and they may begin to talk about things. So a lot of times, if you just listen to what others are saying, you can pick up a whole lot. However, it's a good time to listen to what's going on and to learn. But like I said, there are many that have expertise, many that mentor young men, many people that are in the education field, many that are coaches of young men. So they have had the opportunity maybe to be parents, but also working with young people. They've gotten a lot of experience because they get to work with a lot of different individuals. I talked about this the other day. No one person is alike. So what works for this young person may turn this other young person completely off. So the more information that you can gather, the better. And then you want to be connected to your child. Be connected. And what I mean by that, you can be in a home with them, 2-parent home, but you're in this room, the child is in that room. The child transitions to this room, you're in a different room. You go to work, they go to school. You come home, you fixing things around the house. They're doing homework. When they finish their homework, they're gaming. You're not connected. You have to spend that time together, connecting with them, letting them know that, hey, I see you. I'm there for you. I want to get to understand what's going on with you. So you got to ask some questions. Hey, how was your day? What went on at school? Do y'all ever have safety drills? Y'all have armed shooter drills. What do y'all do? They tell you what to do if something happens at school. We have fire drills. What do you do? What types of things do y'all have? When I was in school, they had auto mechanics. They had different things like that. We had wood shop. Do y'all have things like that in school anymore? No, sir. Well, then, if that's something that you want to expose your child to, then hey, if they're not getting it at school, then I have to provide another way for them to get that, because that's useful. The cars have changed so much that, it probably takes more to know how to get in there and do some of the things that you would years back to a car. But still, if they know some little simple things, like they'll charge your arm and a leg to change the, what do they call it? They don't call it that. This the air filter, but it's the one that's inside, and they charge you so much for the filter, then they charge you so much to install it, and it's really, really simple. Most of them are right there in the glove box. But if that is something that you can take the time to learn, you can teach your child, so when they get up, get that oil change, whatever maintenance needs to be done. I know I got that. I don't need you to change out that air filter. Stop by the auto supply store, pick you up one for $9.99, $12.99, and go install it yourself in 5 minutes. So you want to stay connected, find out what's going on. I am here for you. I am listening to you. We're not just in the same house. I'm listening, I'm watching. Because if you're not listening, if you're not connected, they can be doing things and you never have a clue. You never have a clue. And I know it's just a sitcom, but I never watched the new Bel Air when it came on. But one day we didn't have anything to watch, so we started binging on that. So I think it was the last episode, maybe, or the one before that. The parents just found out that Carlton has been on drugs for 3 years. They hadn't a clue. Right there in the house, in his room, door not locked, he's snorting away. They didn't have a clue because they were not connected. They were giving him all the luxury things that he needed, a nice car, nice clothes, trips, and all these type things, but they weren't connected. And I know it's a sitcom, but that happens in real life as well. So you want to stay connected with your child. Know important details of the child. Something else I was watching on TV, and it was just so amazing to me that, this dad, they were a two-parent home, but the dad had it in his mind, these are dad things, these are mom things. I don't think that way. I think you're in a family and you find out what works for you doing things together and getting things done. But the sad thing was the mom decided to just go off and left him with the kids, and they wanted something to eat. And he was like, oh my goodness. And he takes them downstairs and gets ready to fix him something to eat, but he was going to give the son peanut butter. Child's allergic to peanuts. And I'm not talking about a toddler. This is like a 19-year-old. Why would you not know that? That's an important detail that you should know. Because, you could just be in the car eating peanuts, and the shells or whatever could be flying all over the car. and that could impact the child, depending on how severe their allergy is. So you need to know details about your child. Have they had their shots? When do they do? And I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about their regular immunizations, things like that. What's going on in school? What time did they get out of school? If there's ever an emergency and whoever picks them up can't get them, do you know where to go? What the process is? Are you on the list? Get in details about your child. Be there for them. Another one, number 4. What happened to mealtime? It used to be you didn't have a choice. Whatever time mealtime was, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. If you didn't have a time, when they say, hey, let's eat, it's let's eat. You eating then or you don't eat. But now it's, okay, I may eat at 4. Kids come home to get a snack. You gonna eat now? No, I'm gonna do my homework. I'm going outside and play. Then they come in, so they may or may not eat what you fix. If that's the way you want them to eat, that's not good. Hey, what can I say? However, you're not spending any family time, any quality. I won't even say quality, quantitative, enough time together. That meal times give you an opportunity to say, hey, we're going to put all these away. We're not going to turn on the TV. We're going to sit here, we're going to eat our dinner, and we're going to talk about some things. What happened today? Was it a good day in school? Did you learn, what did you learn? Was it anything that, a new concept that was brought up that you didn't fully understand? Do you want to talk about it? Parents, you need, you share what went on with you. I had a project to present today. Went in early this morning, tested out everything, ran my PowerPoint, got ready for the meeting. We had a blackout in the area. No PowerPoint. It was important. We were on a deadline. So I still had to prepare. So, that just goes to show you can't rely on technology all the time. You can't rely on something that you've already printed out, because I didn't have that PowerPoint up as a guide, but I had to know that material so in depth that I had to be able to explain it to everybody, even though I didn't have the PowerPoint there. So that's something that you can learn. So when you have those presentations in school, you do school projects, even though they say you need to do the project and you need to have a paper, have your paper, but know what you have in that paper. Well, why do we have to do that? They just tell us to turn the paper in and they grade it from that. Okay, but what if something happened to your paper? You lost it, or it got torn, it was up on the board, somebody else had a project that had paint and they spilled it on your project, it's not readable. And the teacher says, well, that's tough, but that's not your fault. So if you can just give me a summary of what your project paper stated. Well, if you don't know anything about the subject, you can't do that. But if you truly studied the information and you put your paper together, then you're able to say, well, my paper is on the solar system, which consists of, and da 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 da. You're able to explain that. But having that conversation, that's your time to share and let them know, sometimes things don't go the way that they would like for them to go during the day. But that happens to you as well as an adult. Sometimes you can, read. You might find, let's do something different tonight. Let's read this book. Now, this is a classic. And when you get in senior high, if things don't change, this is something that you may have to do. But it's a great book, and it teaches about having confidence and persevering through difficulties. So let's take some time and read a little bit of it, maybe once a week. Something you can do as a family. Number 6, love and respect your child's mom. So you may not be a two-parent home. You may be estranged from your wife, your significant other. That doesn't mean that you are estranged from that child. Your child should see no difference. It should be like transparent to them. Still my dad. He just doesn't live here anymore. And then you don't ever bash that child's mom. It may be some things that went on, or y'all don't get along, but that's between you and her. Y'all discuss those. You don't discuss them in front of the child or children. And you never tell that child, well, your mom did this or your dad did that. You don't do that. Okay? So you want to show them that you respect their mom, because one of the things that you're going to have to teach them as you're teaching them to be a man is how to respect women. So if you don't respect their mom, how do you expect them to listen to you and respect other women? Right? 7, don't overdo it. When you're trying to you want to be apart, but you don't want them, you're just like all over them, like they can't sit for 5 minutes that you're there. No, everybody needs some me time, including your children. So it's not that you got to be right there with them 24/7, but you need family time, you need your spouse time, you need each child individually, and then you need family time. But everybody likes to have some time by themselves. At least everybody I know needs to have some time by themselves every now and then. And so don't try to make them feel like if you're not stuck up under me, if I'm not talking to you, something's wrong. You want to have a balanced life, but you want the child to know that anytime you need me, hey, if I'm not home, I'm a phone call away. Sometimes I'm in meetings, but text me if it's, if you need me stat, hey, excuse me, I need to take this. I'm there for you. So you want to do that. Number 8, it's not always, as kids get older, it's not always about the parent making all of the rules, but you can sit down as a family with each child, since your children may be different ages and age segments. So you might have a toddler, somebody in middle school, somebody in early college. So of course they would not have the same rules. But hey, ask them sometime. So what do you think is fair? What do you think of a fair curfew for you? You are in 9th grade. Excuse me. What do you think would be fair? They might say, 1 o'clock. Not happening, buddy. You got to come better than that. I'm thinking middle school. I'm thinking about 9 o'clock. School nights. Okay, school nights. Yeah, that makes sense. Got to do my homework. But what about weekend? No, that's not going to work for weekends either. No, middle school. No. What about 12? Why do you need to be out to 12 o'clock? What are you going to be doing? Can't drink. Can't go to clubs. What are you going to be doing? So you come up with the rules together, but you make them make sense. Because if they can't explain away why they need what they're asking for, they really don't need it, right? So you do it together. So you come up with the rules and you come up with the consequences together. You unify. You be a unified front. We got this. And so it's no surprise if they mess up. It's no surprises. And that's the thing. But again, these are things that you can do. You can learn as you go. These are some things that some other people may be able to tell you. If I wasn't doing it now, I'm doing it now. But these are things that, other people could tell you or suggest to you as well. But they will definitely help. Another thing, we don't want things to be one-sided. It's all about, getting your schoolwork done. That's it. So getting your schoolwork done and when you need to be in the house. No. As you raise your children, your sons, it needs to be well-rounded in all areas. So yes, I want to tell you, some of the things that you need to do to be successful in school. I need to tell you some things to be successful when you're out playing. You may be by yourself. There's some things that you need to know about your bodies. You can't go to school and decide, hey, too many things going on around here. I'm not drinking any water. I'm not using the restroom while I'm at school. Okay, that can be bad for so many reasons. But health-wise, it's not good. So if you got a situation with the water, find out the types of containers that your school allows, and you take your own water. They may not allow any if they've had problems with kids bringing alcohol and drinking containers or whatever. So you have to find out what is allowed and what's not allowed. But you need to drink water. And if you go away from home for 6, 7, 8 hours, you need to use the restroom. That is not good for your body to not allow it to function. It is made to function. So you need to tell your children about their bodies, how their bodies work, what water does in the body, what food does in the body, how food will help fuel the brain, help them to be able to focus. When they get ready to take those tests, they want to make sure that they're fueled up, focused, and ready. They need to get the adequate amount of rest and sleep each night. All of these things. They need to make sure that their eyesight is 20/20, even if they need help with that. Their hearing as well, so that they can see whatever equipment the teacher or professor is using in the class. Could be a whiteboard, not overhead, telling my age, a whiteboard or a PowerPoint or whatever it is, that they are able to see that. So tell them everything, be well, so they can be well-rounded. Okay, and number 10, I'm going to say about, again, quality time, but consistently. I know I've talked about spending time with them and make sure it's a good amount of time, but now I'm saying that time needs to be qualitative. So if you every day, was out throwing balls every day, is that really qualitative? Is that something that you want to do each and every day? Even if there's someone that is going out for the pros in baseball, there's some other things that they need to know. So you need to spend time with that as well. So make sure it's well-rounded. Number 11, and when they get to start getting older, this is key. This is one that if you don't know, you definitely need to get some help, ask some questions, read books, Google, whatever you need, if it's a financial coach. But you need to be able to teach them how to budget, how to save, how to invest, and the downside of credit cards. Because if they don't need a credit card for making a reservation or something like that, something that they're not going to pay off the same month right away, they don't need that. And they have to look at the interest rate on the card. So you need to be able to teach them these things. So if you don't know, you need to get the assistance. And the last one, and not to say it's the least one, show and tell your child how you feel about them. I love you. I care for you. I'm there for you. You encourage them. You don't let them go out of the door without you encouraging them. Hey, I made sure you had that something in your body and your brain so you can go today. And I know you're going to be the best that you can be. Do the best that you can. Know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You go out there and make it a great day. And then when they come home, how was your day? But let them know that you love them. You're there for them. And there is nothing that they cannot talk to you about. So when they tell you something, you can't immediately go from 0 to 100, because they aren't going to tell you anything else. They're going to be afraid, intimidated, or no, I can't do that. They're going to be ashamed of me or whatever. So you have to show them that you can sit, you can listen, even if you got to, pray and count as they're talking. But you're going to be rational and listen and talk to them and not be judgmental, because remember, you are young once. And if they made a mistake, but they want to come to you and talk about it, you need to listen and let them know that, yes, I'm still here for you. And, I'm talking about within reason. I'm not talking about somebody come in and say, well, I just killed somebody. And you say, okay, well, we got to go get rid of this body. No, that's not what I am talking about at all. No. I'm just saying, if they made some little mistakes in life and they need to tell you, I did this. Well, hey, you let me drive your car and you told me to be careful, and I thought I was being careful, but I got a little too close to the drive-in. I was getting me something to eat. But tell them, don't pretend. I don't know how that happened. That wasn't there when I got home, because I looked, because I know you told me. I looked, and it was just like it was when I left home this morning. That's how it was when I put it up. I don't know who did that. So I hope I know there were a lot. That's why I say get your pads, your pens, your tablets, and write them down. But you can always go back and check this out and glean from this information that I've dropped. Please share. The more people that can get the information, the better. And it's not gonna, if it can't get to people for them to glean from it, then it's not helpful. So please share. Please like my Build Your Best Life Facebook page. Like my Build Your Best, subscribe to my Build Your Best Life YouTube page, my Twitter page. I would greatly appreciate it. Please visit my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. Read my blog that comes out each Monday. Look at my calendar of events. As well, go to my store, which shows the services that I offer, which is coaching, consultations, speaking, webinar speaking, and you can get an autographed copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. This is a great book for everybody. It's about your life, your action, your credibility, overcoming obstacles to build your best life. Get your autographed copy from me today. You get a Kindle version on Amazon.com. But thank you again so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please join me on Saturday, June the 3rd at 9:30 a.m. And my topic is going to be I Take You. I Take You. So please join me, excuse me, on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Again, thank everyone for tuning in today. I appreciate all of your prayers, all of your support by getting on here, by sharing, by telling others about the book, about Build Your Best Life and what we're trying to do for young men. I really appreciate it. So thank you. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And I'll be looking for you on Saturday. Bye-bye.